Ow. The one that I had sucked the bar quite substantially. Yeah, it could be based on the item itself, potentially. I found like a... Look at the danger level. I found like a weird spot where it... I guess it's the transition point. But like this ladder is danger level 20. But this fire is 20. But this spot right here, this bladed leaf grass. What? Think you'll complete this? Maybe, hopefully. Am I blind? Are you blocking it? I think you're blind, brother. It's 20 down here, 20 over here, 20 over here, 20 over here, 20 over here, but 15 right here. The knives, tunic. Now what have I here? A big box. Ah, there's like a little sub area that I never explored. A lot of ore here, though. It's actually good that I came over here. Copper. I don't really need copper anymore, though. Nice shortcut. Why is there copper in this zone? Pourquoi? Rats? Meat. That's not meat. Why does this zone give tier 1 life skill mats? I don't quite understand. Even before the area scales up, it's T2 mats. Or Nameless Pass is usually tier 2 mats. Whatever. Pine is not necessarily a bad thing. Every pine is worth 12 copper, so it's pretty valuable still. Hey, Flu. Wait, am I back at the entrance? I am. Oh, I didn't even realize. Pretty good interconnectivity.
Split you from the inner arse, I will.
The fencer is super dangerous. Fuck. Fuck you. Pipe bomb. No. Has a lot of armor though. I should make a pretty good amount of money from selling these though. And I already have like 15 silver. This will probably get me up to 20. It'll be good to have that silver for later. So halfway to level 20 just from exploration. But hopefully when we get back, we should be able to start most of the town projects. That's just the main goal of this little expedition. Enemies here.
I sprint you from here to our side now.
All right, run away for a moment. Ow. Oh, I'm stamina drained. I was wondering why I couldn't parry, and I just realized that's because I had no stamina. I just forget that parrying uses a pretty large amount of stamina to even attempt it. It's another one of those knife dudes. Oh shit. Oh, that's a problem. How? Need to keep him alive. Just stay down there for a second. That enemy probably has one of the better attacks to parry, or one of the easier ones to parry. But it's good for recovering focus. And focus is like everything. Focus lets you repair, focus lets you heal. Later on, I'd really like to get the thing that lets you increase your focus just passively in combat. Come on. Hoping there'd be a chest over here. I could have swore there was one. I touched grass recently and it hurt. Why? What happened? You sprain your ankle or something? How do I get up there? I see a... Oh, I see. I saw an ore. I mean, I've had that before. I've walked on grass before that was like, for some reason, just really fucking stiff. It was like stepping on needles. Demon grass. Rat meat. Rat meat. Rat meat is bis. Hopefully just this guy. Ow. Can he climb up here? You can't climb up here, can you? Oh, you're doomed. How did you attack me in midair? That is some insane input reading. That the enemy calculated where I would land and swung after as I was descending. That's crazy. Is a teleport out right up this hill. So I think we'll take that, go back. We should have enough resources, I think. I hope. There's our way out. Damn. I don't have an iron pickaxe, so my tool durability is a little on the lacking side. Still using a copper one. Out we go. Okay.
Let's get.
Sacrament's too noisy to sleep.
What do we got here? I've got 10 iron ore. That's good for... I pretty much have just enough mats for 2 projects. The smithy's not bad because ore takes forever to smelt. The inn is fucking trash. I guess the enchantment shop... Definitely need to raise the pantry though, since we'll probably get the tier 3 mats. In the smithy. Oh, that'll be completed in 3 hours. 3 real life hours.
Eyes up. Sacrament endures.
I'm set. What we're all thinking.
These are my scissors. No, these are my scissors.
Durable leather.
Did you hear Ellsworth? He's my future husband, you know. What if I snag him first?
Flame flask. Flake flasks. I can sell a stack of mushrooms. A stack of them. Tenth Outrider. Too heavy. Ice throw. Well, at least I got a decent amount of money. That's good at least. Eversoul Knight Armor. Oh my god, it weighs 100. That is heavy. And there's one heavy boy. That armor value? I mean, the armor value looks like absolute trash. When you consider Master of Trades is mesh and has similar armor value. Weighs 60 instead of 100. What's the tier though? They're both 9. Sears armor, duelist. Seer, I'm guessing, is cloth.
Oh God, I see you.
Blueberries, apple, lithops herb. Wolf kidney, human bone. Silver ore. Wonder if I should pick up the silver ore. I don't know how rare she'll... Well, I guess the new areas should have them. I think in the past you had to go through Crucible to get silver ore. Oh, I should drop the quest item off before I head to the new area.
I have no quarrel.
The knot is available for 8 silver. Pine. Hopefully handing in the quest gives EXP too. There's a chest here.
What's this? Who's Rome? Oh. I didn't realize the Watcher had an apprentice. Well, let's have a look. I'll recognize this. It's the same inscription as out here, only this one is complete. We remember the chosen few. Sivian and his fiercest unspoken, who fought these trials through wrath and silence. Yet, the endless gauntlet took them to madness. Now Sarum are no longer forged here. They are hunted.
Monka.
Abandon this place. For Sivian and his shades still stalk these chambers. There is no trial of the worthy. Only death. Forever the tomb of the Echo Knights. No. There must be a purpose to this place. A meaning.
Death and
It can't
farming.
just be chaos. The world above, that endless rabble, that is chaos. But the ancients were wise. Were mighty. They knew, didn't they?
I did get a little bit of EXP. No, not much. I wonder if this scaled up to meet my level. Or if it's still monkers. I never really noticed it, but getting hit drains your stamina. Fuck. I did one charge attack and I was out of stam. Am I heavy rolling? Zone's weirdly murky. Why am I... What is going on here? Why is the roll so bad in here? Oh, because that's water? I didn't notice that such a tiny layer of water makes the roll so much worse. Enemies explode on death, dealing 60% of their health as damage to nearby enemies. Damage increased by 40%, but take 25% more damage. Fuck yeah. Best weapon in this game is bow. They kind of nerfed the shit out of the bow, though. I guess they're unnerfing it tomorrow, but... Well, who knows? Maybe tomorrow after the patch it'll be usable again. What is destructible? Fist weapons are terrible for stagger. They have terrible range and they have terrible stagger, which makes them so dangerous to use. I need a bonfire to craft food. Nice. What is this? Why does this look like something I could loot? Lower focus gain. That'll fuck my healing quite a bit. But more stamina recovery is kind of nice for fights. That's a trap. I see them.
All will be unspoken.
Any pipe bomb? Out.
All will be unspoken.
Around the enemy on damage dealt. Regenerate focus. How do claws feel now? Kind of same as before, where it's just like they're too risky to use. It's just too unsafe. Did I run out of healing items? I think I did. Thought that was a die to gravity. Stop with the fucking tracking. Oh, I'm dead. I have no healing items left. What makes them unsafe? Lack of range and no stagger.
The original tongue without using the Sir Augustin Codex?
Naturally, don't you?
Of course.
I shouldn't have eaten the potato. I was just like desperate for a healing item.
Serim, have you met... Well, yes, of course you have. I just had to come down and see...
Mages were
this place
manageable.
for myself.
Apparently, according to Twitter, they're patching it that all weapons can stagger mages in tomorrow's
There's
hotfix.
one thing I've learned, is that the serum don't have much to say.
Fortunately, I'm spared that affliction. I've always been prone to blather on or stumble forward while...
Which should make them a lot more manageable with gauntlets.
Move back?
Yes, precisely. You understand.
No, move back. You're standing in my light.
My...
To the north.
Do you see my stuff?
Corrosive bomb. Ooh, I want the recipe for shit. Like this is like an example where the tooltip would be useful. I'd like to know what I'm buying. Like it should say what the recipe needs before you buy it. It seems so obvious that that should be included. Blade oil can be good too, I guess. Raw carp and wolf kidney.
I've scoured the realms, so you don't. I'll see you live.
Unfortunately, I've had pretty good luck with rings early on. Horseshoe crab, mushroom, artemisia orb. Orb. Ah, I've got to get him out of trout. Potato. Okay, this only makes 5.
Do you mind? Why tear up
Oh, I thought that was a building I could go into. Gonna be made into a playlist on YouTube. It's already on YouTube. I think the whole thing's there. I'm pretty sure you've uploaded it all already.
Eyes up. Do you hear that? On alert.
Dot, dot, dot. What is max level? I don't know what it is these days. Or in this patch. Are you... You need the dire nettle spores. Oh my god, it's danger grass that poisons you. Oh, that's brilliant. What's my tool durability? 52. The fishing rod is low. Seems to be a pretty hard deterrent. There's no way that I'm meant to cross that, right? I'm not actually meant to walk through that, right? That's why it says you need the nettle thingy. The green thing up. Ah. Good old water. Why is no one playing hardcore? Oh, why do you think? Oh, my resources are full. Shit. That's why I make new rooms, just to farm the first boss in 3 minutes, unlock more heals and inventory. I mean, I don't think there's any shame in doing that. I feel like a lot of people end up doing that.
I've heard words like those.
I need the recipe for chewy steak so I could use those standard cuts of meat.
True serum. I've heard words like those before.
If not a beat apart.
Oh, I still need to kill that one. Honestly, I should really do that. It's EXP and money. Predator or prey? I don't even know how to get up there. You can climb up, but I don't think he was there when I checked. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to those woods. Are they saying make you be able to teleport some whispers? Yeah, I mean, again, that's just like something we've discussed to death. Is like there's no meaningful gameplay benefit to forcing players to, or not giving them a proper travel system. Is it hack and slash grinder? Is it Souls-like? Is it a story game? A little bit of all of the above. Nasty. Gloam King armor. Damage taking decreased by 21% at full focus. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Oh shit. That's a tanky boar. Got any good fist weapons? Honestly, the claws have probably been the best one so far, but I'm trying to level up so I could use a new one that I found or bought. Is it Venus flytrap? The gladiator style one. There's a better version of these claws. But you need 42 dex for them. Dude, I swear to God, the enemy hits you before its model reaches you. They do have T3 meat, though. Are they?
Feathers, savages. The law. Only the foolish or the desperate would try to reason with the Balaktar. Didn't realize that old Dasher Caretaker was both. Never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Him pleading with them, voice all a-quiver. He told them that the blight creeping forth from his temple threatens the whole wood. That we're all
Yeah, the kick
caretakers.
sucks.
The Dasher on the ground.
The
and
first
Balak
gauntlets
Tar.
have.
So what did they do? He said he was out.
Oh my God, I'm so uninterested. Yeah, the kick is ass. The first gauntlets have the kick. Oh, I need to cast repair. The sun gauntlets are decent. They have a really good ability on them, the sun ones. Have you found the... I think it's called the Scorching Sun Gauntlets. The innate ability on the Scorching Sun ones are really good. It's a recipe. It's a uppercut, and the uppercut does like very similar damage to the breaking drive one, but it inflicts burn as well, and the burn ticks for a lot of damage. Honestly, I should really make those gloves again. Or those gauntlets again. I haven't used the faith ones now. Does repair full repair? No. I need to cast more repair. Yeah, the uppercut costs the same as the straight punch. I'll probably try to recraft the. Oh, I need iron if I'm gonna do that. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, thank God for that wet landing. Does putting an elemental gem in a weapon really give it the elemental damage? I couldn't really notice it last time. It doesn't? Okay, that's what I figured. Ow. Yeah, I figured that's probably the case. Wait, no drops? Yeah, there's a new area. Who the hell was that? Udab, udab, udab. Blocked from the other side. I wasted some of my gems early on because chat and by extension me thought that it worked that way. Yeah, I'll probably look for physical gems. Regular enchanting is just too risky. Oh shit. Can I bring them back here? Oh, nice. Come here. Fuck, that was not a jumping attack. Okay, I think the enemy really struggled there with actually navigating from that water. Oh, shit. Time out. Yeah, or even just adding a buyback feature which is like super common for pretty much any game out there. It's like you sell an item that you didn't mean to sell to an NPC, and it's like, hey, can I have that bag? I didn't mean to actually sell that. And the NPC is just like, no, fuck you. Finders keepers. Ow. What the fuck? You can jump? Oh my god, that's a dangerous attack that you just did there. Where's your friendly fire at? Pipe bomb. Can't use a torch gun on a secondary main weapon slot for all the dark areas. I feel like for that you should just use the illuminate spell though. At that point you might as well. I put that in my utility gloves on my secondary. Items there. Ow. I'm out. Constantly broken this game. Yeah, that's why I started trying to stockpile money for the time being. But I want to probably work on the sun gauntlets again. My last pair of sun gauntlets I accidentally dismantled, trying to extract its rune. Oh, this is also a reroll stat. I think they looked at a From Software game where you can't reroll your stats at all, and they were like, We're gonna copy that.
Savages. Come on.
I haven't really felt much of a need to respec yet. But again, I kind of feel like it's to the advantage of the devs to make respecing easier so that players could experiment more with different play styles. I haven't personally needed it, but I could see the benefit of it. There's so much birch here. That's kind of nice. I'm gonna have to go backtrack for iron again, though. Holy shit. Yes. Okay. Not yes. Oh, shit. Beat each other up. Rat meat. Are you too fat for this? They're kind of making it through here. Pretty sure I got the EXP if they... Nice last hit. Can you kill your archer friend too? Would appreciate it. La bomba. And that fucking archer. I wish the archer could friendly fire. He's almost killed his ally. If I try and stay and fight, the archer shoots me through his teammate. One more. Yes. That's such a process. Molding Nith Cloak. Damage taken decreased by 21% at low health. stamina recovery based off durability. It's a lot lighter. Honestly, I'm almost at light roll. I'm moving like a breaker. But mostly negative now. It's hard to recommend in its current state. Hopefully, after tomorrow's update, that will change. That was pretty cool. It is pretty cool. It has the foundations of... You know what's crazy, chat? The funny thing as I play this game is like, as I play it, I can see how they made Ori, right? Because their level design and their puzzles are really good. But when it comes to making a game where they actually have to balance the gameplay mechanics in like a pseudo live service game, they are fucking terrible at it. That is not this dev studio's strength at all. What is the goal in this game? It has a campaign and bosses. Make your character stronger, play the way that you want, fight bosses, do the story. Holy shit. I'm stuck at dark. First playthrough. Any tips? I killed him just by parrying him, hitting him a few times. The main thing with Derek is you can't... You probably try to roll away from him to outrange him, but you can't do that. You kind of have to like stay close-ish because of how aggressive Derek is. What is this? The Mad Bramler's Tuft. Poise defense, item durability, cold res. Oh, I'm too low level for this. What's up, DJ? What's good? I already have to go backwards to farm wood, metal, food. Yeah, the kind of ideal way, I wouldn't even call it the ideal way to play the game, is to kind of like alternate between progression and kind of farming a little bit. Which can feel very counterintuitive. The input reading is insane. Like, he only swings when he knows that I'm approaching him. This is a good enemy to repair on. Ow. It was a good enemy to repair on. Ow. Swing. Fuck. Too late. I need to farm focus on him. Or on this enemy. What? For repairs. I'm just farming repairs right now. Is my max health reduced? Fuck, I looked away for 1 second. And just look at the Twitter link. May 26th, 2026 for GTA 6. Wow. Max health reduced by 17%. It's so fucking weird. Again, shit designed choice by the devs. It says the max health is reduced by 17%, but there's no visual indicator that your max health is reduced on your bar. It's just you can't heal past that point. There's nothing that like blocks out that part of the bar. It doesn't reduce the max HP that it takes away. It's just like, hey, you can't go past this point on the bar. That's bad design. That's bad UI UX design. How do I get up there? I want the box. Chat, I'm like an ape right now. How will get box? Need box. Want loot. How loot? Me need. Honestly, fuck you if you put input reading in your game. It's so bad. What a lame way to inflate difficulty. Terrible trend. Big guy. First Act 3 came out, the first run prologue, because I want to see things. Were you streaming when first Act 3 came out? Yeah. I don't know if it's still there because I don't know if it's been 2 months. And VODs auto-delete themselves after a certain amount of time, but you can try and go all the way back to see if it's still there. I guess down there's next. The area design's beautiful here. This feels like peak Ori. Rat? Yeah, it's probably not there then. Oh, spruce. That's good. That's a bear? Pig? Bear pig? Ow. Retreat. Can you reach up here? Ow. Ow. I can't. I want to do a plunging attack. I wonder if I can't do it because of the lock on. Or maybe I'm not high enough. Fucking bear. What is that reach, though? Ow. Brother. Bro, its fucking bite hitbox is in front of it. These devs need to figure some shit out with their hitboxes because it's so bad. There's so many enemies where the hitbox isn't attached to the model and it's ridiculous. Like you can't even rely on the visual because the attack is like disjointed from it. Yeah, the boar charge is the same thing. I mean, we can finagle through it, and we can kind of get used to it, but it just doesn't make sense. It's non-intuitive. Everyone's going to experience getting hit by it at least once because it just makes no sense. They'll try to time it one way, thinking it's when the actual model of the enemy reaches you, but it's not. The enemy hits you before the model hits you. It's a disjointed hitbox. It's happened on way too many enemies. I wouldn't even say that there's anything particularly wrong with doing it as long as there's a visual indicator, something that tells you, oh, the attack is not like directly on the enemy's model. If there was a visual indicator that showed, oh, the attack starts from a little bit in front of them, it'd be okay. But there's no indicator for that, and that's bad design. Oh. Kind of sad you to kill the foxes like that, but loot is loot. Big guy. Nice. Wow, there are a lot of enemies in this section. Lag. This area's FPS is a little bit to be desired. Did you do the dark sewers? No, I forgot to go back to it. I wonder if I could bait it out over here. With light dodge, I could actually kind of outrange them with dash. There's something I couldn't do really before with medium. Come up here. Yes, come on up. Come over here. Come on. Ow! Honestly, how did you know to do that? That's crazy. Holy FPS drops! No. I haven't. Monka. That's insane that you know to do that. Heat damage, item weight. No. Better to repair there. It's not even that. It's that they know to start attacking as you're walking off the ledge. Like, they'll do absolutely nothing. But the moment that you put intent into dropping down to attack them, that's when they start winding up their attack, which is like kind of insane, really. At the moment, it sounds like torture. I mean, that's just the issue with like, or one of the issues regarding input reading is that it's literally a game design to combat skill. It's literally it's put into the game to fight against players' skill, to make enemies do things that you can't actually react to. Most of the things you can react to in this game, or most of the things in this game you can abuse, like outranging enemies and stuff like that, you can generally abuse that. But input reading is just a mess. It's literally designed to make it so that you never have initiative. I had to find where to use this thing. Well, dodge feels bad because they made the normal and heavy fucking terrible. The light dodge is actually really good. But in order to take the light dodge, you have to make some pretty heavy sacrifices on armor. It's kind of the point, but the problem is normal and heavy dodge are so bad comparatively. It looks like those things have tiny beaks, which is kind of cool. That's neat design. Do you guys like the game? Some aspects of the game I really love, like this environment design, the puzzle aspect of navigating the levels. I think those parts of the game are really strong, and it really shows why Ori was such a great game. Like, it's really tapping into the developer strength. When it comes to like balancing equipment and trying to make punishing gameplay, the developers are fucking trash at it. And I am just kind of hoping that they get better at it with over time. Problem is, in the current iteration, they've kind of proven that they haven't gotten that much better at it. They've actually gotten worse by trying to make the game more punishing. And it's very bad because what they did was they made the earliest sections of the game more punishing. Where I'm at right now, it's not that bad. It's a pretty decent experience. But in the earliest section of the game, which is where all these people are leaving negative reviews and dropping the game, they made it worse. They made it a lot worse. And so a lot of people, like, if their intent was to get people to the new update areas and to get people to the new stuff that they want to showcase, which is this content here, they made a wall that filters out these people. But you don't want to filter out these people because, you know, that's not how a game should be designed. That's not how it should work. So when I say that the developers are trash at those aspects of game development, they are. But again, I just hope it's something that they think about. Because the worst thing that could happen is when a developer thinks that they're not wrong in their design, which happens in MMO game design all the time. When a developer is stubborn and they're not willing to budge on something because they think they're right. I don't think that's necessarily the case with these devs, but were it to become the case, then it would be kind of problematic. I don't know if they can get up here. I don't think they can. I don't want to fight them in that small area. Good. Holy look. I don't have any healing items. I need to retreat and heal. I don't want to use the potatoes. Do I have anything that isn't a potato? I have a tomato. Okay, this is good. I have one of these guys here. Fuck. God, not being able to stagger enemies with gauntlet weapons is also highly questionable design. Gauntlet no advantage over actual weapons because you can't stagger with them and they have no range. Yeah. The two-handers are just so much safer. They have so much range, and they can actually interrupt enemy actions, which allows you to kind of like stun lock the enemy as you're hitting them. With one-handers and the gauntlets, if you decide to attack, the enemy will super armor through your attacks and retaliate. And the problem with that, and relying on light dash, well, you have no armor. So everything really fucking hurts. That's why I think like you'll probably notice that in a lot of streams, a lot of people are running around with full fucking armor and like a great sword. Yeah, or like a freezing great sword. And they can super armor through stuff. They can outrange stuff. They can interrupt stuff. And they do a fuckload of damage in the process because two-handers have insane scaling. And it's like, there's a balance issue here. What is that lag spike? This area has so many lag hitches where the game just freezes for a moment. Fuck. Jesus. I could even get past them. Are they down here? Oh yeah, I need food items. You had to invest into weight and get plate armors with percent weight decrease and equip load percent increase. Yeah, good luck with that while you're just going through the game regularly. Oh yeah, just get armor with weight reduction and increased load. Yeah, that I don't know about that one.
I've scoured the realm so you don't have to. Good to see. Been out this.
Gloam King armor. Two-handed greatsword. Post Expedition Depression and since it's on sale and so far it's been a blast. There are some aspects of the game that are very good. We're doing a lot of criticizing here, but at the end of the day, the core of the game is very good. It just needs a lot of polishing. This game's like the perfect example of a diamond in the rough. Graphics are blurry. I think that's just the depth of field. I'm sure you could probably disable that. It's still here. Refill on hit. Refill on hit items. I haven't seen any. Oh, there's still a ring with it. Hmm. Any info on how long the game will stay in early access? I don't know. Probably for a long time. Yeah, this is the weapon that I was talking about, by the way. Sun Scorn. The innate ability on that, Rising Fang, is very strong. Is the moveset good, though? It's just single attacks. This linen? Yeah, I can craft it.
Fresh way to live it every moment.
Sun Scorn.
Victory is born in the forge.
So this weapon, where is it? It has the kick in the end, which kind of sucks. But as long as you don't do the kick, I think it's pretty good. The main purpose or the main good thing about this weapon is the Rising Fang skill is really strong. It only costs 50, but it does really good damage.
I see the glint of steel in your eyes. Warrior's only as good as his weapon. Hello.
Copper ingots and weapon shards. The Faith Gauntlets have 3 hits and front flip kick. 3 hits and front flip kick.
Oh, must be nice. Prancing around.
Swords. The bone brick.
These are the 42 ones. Ryebacks. This one starts with the fast stabbing, which is kind of annoying. I wonder if the recoil strike is any decent. Its raw damage is really good, but cost 12, gain 3. I have them.
Do you mind?
They're in my house. I bought them to test them.
I'm useless.
I should go pick them up just to see what recoil strike does.
Do it for God.
Oh, bounties. Knights of Tanth. Use spear. pardon? As in I have to use a spear? What the fuck?
They were just
Serum. At least Sacrament has a
They should make focus cost 0 in town. What they should do is they should make these target dummies actually function. And I know why they don't let us do it. There's a perfectly good target dummy right here. They literally set up a target dummy area and they don't work. And I'm assuming the reason that they don't work is so that you can't gain focus and spam heal and repair off of them. I can only assume that's why they don't work.
I miss home, but she don't.
You're the one, McKay.
Everyone's very
True Cyril. This city deserves better view.
Yeah, I'm gonna need more ore. What do you think about the update? The area looks, or the new content looks great. The balancing stuff they did is fucking trash.
The world at your fingertips.
Iron ingots. I'll have to go and farm some more iron, I guess.
I see the glint of steel in your eyes.
Why is it trash? They went out of their way to make a lot of the early game, which we're well past at this point, as frustrating as possible. And that much friction at the start of the game is very, very, very bad. Because if you want players to get to the part of the game that's a little bit more fun or get to the later content that you introduce, there has to be a gradual difficulty curve, not an immediate spike, which is what this game does. And so a lot of people get filtered out, and that's why the game's mostly negative on Steam right now.
Man's best friend is a blade.
life.
Fuck. I guess I don't have a gem that increases flat damage or physical damage. Yeah, we saw that earlier, Oyster. A lot of defensive things, which isn't bad, but honestly, it would be best used in other places. Where did you think there was a difficulty spike in the very beginning? The difficulty spike at the very beginning occurs immediately after you defeat the first boss. And from that point onwards, you either go to the Nameless Pass, which is too high level, or you double back and farm in the previous area, Orban Glade, but you can't fight Derek the first time yet because you're too weak. So you have to farm for a while. And then after you get decently strong, then you can start making your way through Nameless Pass. But that part, even that part is very unintuitive. I don't think it's really obvious for a new person that they need to go to the... Like, they had to backtrack, farm up a bit, get stronger, level up a few times before proceeding to the first area of the game, technically. It actually is the first area. I did Glades after the first boss. I mean, that's kind of what you're supposed to do. You're kind of supposed to do that because Nameless Pass is too hard. If you go immediately to Nameless Pass right after you beat the first boss, it's kind of too hard. So you have to go back to Orban Glade. That's the thing. And you have to level up in Orban Glade and beat Derek the first time. Sewers is harder than Nameless, which is weird. I mean, they're about the same-ish. Yes, you're right. The early game is kind of hard, and they're going to lose a lot of players because of that. I mean, the game literally gets easier as you play it more. But that's, like, extremely counterintuitive. Many games are like that, but they also kind of give you a gradual time to acclimate to the game. Nameless Danger is 8 to 15. Sewers is 18 to 21. I think making the game easier would be boring. Can I ask you what weapon you use, Tricky Style? Out of curiosity. Use a one-handed mace. It's not bad. You don't have to make the entire game easier. You have to make the earlier parts of the game easier. Again, if you even give any remote shit of the game, then you wouldn't disagree with this. If you make the game difficult right from the onset, I mean, I really don't need to argue with you on this because the reviews speak for themselves. The reviews are telling. It says everything. I don't even need to say anything because it's mostly negative. It's scathing. It's not even a case of like, oh, it's one or two or streamer opinion or something like that. It is literally scathing. People aren't making it to where I am right now. People aren't making it past like level 8 even in this game, let alone like level 20. They're getting hard-walled by the time they get to Nameless Pass, and if they're not getting hard-walled at Nameless Pass, they're getting filtered to Derek. Because they die too many times to him, and before they know it, they've got no money, they've got no durability, they've got no healing items, and they can't even keep trying. And it's like, that's shit game design. It's genuinely shit. It's 35% positive right now on Steam. That is fucking abysmal. It is 35% positive in a game that does nothing wrong when it comes to A, monetization, or B, data collection. That is fucking abysmal. That is so bad. That is fucking trash. Okay, there are difficult games out there that don't have mostly negative in their reviews with 1,700 reviews. There are games that are harder than this that are not mostly negative. So you have to imagine they are doing something very wrong. Lazy D Puck, thank you for the 39 months. It can be good. The game has an amazing foundation. It's from the makers of Ori and the Blind Forest. The artwork is beautiful. The story is, I mean, it's there. I'm not really paying that much attention to it. The level design is very cool. It's very puzzle-like. It feels very Metroidvania in what they're trying to do. And so literally the things that made Ori, their previous game, great is strong in this game. But when it comes to actual gameplay balance design, they are very bad at their jobs at the moment. Very, very bad. and somehow they went from like pretty bad at it to just actually worse from their initial launch to this update. The problem is the difficulty. I don't even think it's solely attached to the difficulty. Difficulty can be okay. It's not a horrible thing to have a difficult game as long as it ramps properly. But when you introduce friction into the game, that's not good. Things that actively go against the player to make the experience worse is not good. So things like having to farm healing items or having to deal with durability, the insane player tracking and input reading throughout the game, like these are all things that really encourage you to basically cheese through your way through the game in every way possible, because the game or the developers don't want you to ever have initiative or the advantage in any scenario, which is extremely antithetical, because obviously this game takes a lot of inspiration from Souls-like games, and Souls-like games don't do that to you. They don't. I've played through every single one of them, and most of them are fair at least 80 to 90% of the time. This game tries to be unfair more than 50% of the time, all in the effort of making the game more difficult and introducing that friction. Having to farm healing items was my biggest nitpick with Bloodborne. Yeah, but there's a difference between having to heal farming items in Bloodborne versus this. In Bloodborne, you literally only need blood vials. And when you drop the blood vials, they drop as blood vials. And you can sit at a bonfire and resurrect the enemies. And it's very quick to get blood vials in Bloodborne. In this game, the areas take a long-ass fucking time to respawn. And you need several components to craft said healing item, and they're strewn far apart from each other. And that's just a pain in the ass. And consider this, I'm using healing aura. For the most part, I'm generally better off than most people. Imagine you're a person who doesn't know to use healing aura, and holy shit, you would be way more starved on healing items than I am. You get the heal rune. They don't just give you the heal rune, though. You'd have to know to buy that. And it's really not obvious to do that. You can buy healing items after the chef quest. Every single person in this chat, or almost every single person that has come in here, has basically said that they're always broke in the game, that they never have money. Maybe they're spending on durability. Maybe they're spending on items. Who knows? God knows what. But people are constantly saying that they just have no money at the start of the game, which is, well, kind of true. I like that they did something different with the food system. I do like the satiation aspect that limits the amount of healing that you can do. That part of the game is quite good. But really, the game really, really encourages you to make an alt realm to farm so you're not oppressed and so that you don't have to deal with cooldowns so much. I didn't make one, but I feel like most people have, or a lot of people have. And if that's the way to circumvent the problem, that's just kind of bad design. Yes, in order to get through this tough situation you're in, make another world and go farm in that world and then come back to your world later. You have the durability rune. Again, how many people know to use the durability rune? Like, these kinds of things are unintuitive. If you wanted these things to be more intuitive and for people to actually use them tricky style, these runes would be given to you as a quest reward in the early sets of the game, like right after the first boss. The durability rune, the heal aura rune, these things would be given to you as quest rewards so the player would know to use them. But let me show you this. this is the absurdity of things, is that when you go and buy runes, they don't even tell you exactly what they do. They don't give you a preview. They don't tell you the numbers. And people barely have any money to buy things with. So how are you supposed to know to buy these things or how effective they actually are? Yeah, even that's a problem, Tricky. Like, these recipes should tell you what materials you need. You know, what is it actually making? It is the shittiest fucking blueprint. This would be like if I gave you a blueprint in real life and it was just a blank piece of paper. You know? That shit's crazy.